The call to adventure never truly fades, does it? Even as epic battles fill our screens, the question lingers. What gems are waiting to be discovered this season? Because we all know the struggle. Endless scrolling, tons of sequels, yet nothing quite clicks. But that's no reason to fret. Buckle up and grab your rations, because it's time to find your new anime obsession here at Animeology. Number 10, Unnamed Memory. It all starts with Prince Oscar, a charming dude stuck with a not-so-charming curse. Apparently, any woman who bears his child gets, well, zapped. Desperate for an heir, Oscar climbs a crazy tall tower to meet the legendary Witch of the Azure Moon, Tanasha. Tanasha's a bit complicated. Powerful magic? Check. Mysterious past? Check. Zero interest in helping Oscar? Double check. But Tanasha herself might be strong enough to survive the curse. A marriage of convenience is hatched, and sparks fly faster than magic missiles.
さすが沈黙の魔女。非常にお気の毒ですが。
つまり、結局解けないと。
Except being married to a witch ain't all sunshine and spells. Turns out Tanasha has some serious baggage, and political intrigue swirls around them faster than a potion in a cauldron. There are ancient grudges, hidden threats, and enough magical shenanigans to fill a grimoire. Will Oscar and Tanasha overcome their challenges and find love, or will their unique bond crumble under the weight of the past? Unnamed Memory tries to answer that, while keeping things lively. Number 9, Sengoku Yoko. This anime throws us into a world at war. On one side, humans fight for survival. On the other hand, the monsters Katawara threaten to overwhelm them. But amidst this conflict arises Tama, a fox spirit with a heart of gold. Unlike her brethren, Tama harbors a deep affection for humanity and vows to protect them. Talk about defying expectations. Joining Tama on her wild ride is her half-human brother Jinka. Here's the thing, Jinka loathes humans, despite being partially human himself. This is because of a tragic past event shrouded in mystery, creating a constant tension between him and Tama. Rounding up the unlikely trio is Shinsuke, a cowardly swordsman with a desperate yearning for strength. He stumbles upon Tama and Jinka, and despite his fear, gets swept up in their mission. As they travel across the war-torn land, Shinsuke becomes their reluctant but determined companion, training under Tama and learning to overcome his cowardice. Jinka's complicated feelings towards humans are explored further. He grapples with his own heritage and experiences moments of connection with the very people he despises. The mystery surrounding his past also unfolds, potentially revealing a hidden truth that could change their dynamic with Tama forever. Number 8, Ishura. The Demon King lies slain, but a power vacuum remains. Enter the Shura, a league of demigod-like warriors who possess the strength to challenge the ultimate evil. Now, with the immediate threat extinguished, these beings of immense power find themselves unmoored. Some Shura become benevolent leaders, while others succumb to darkness, carving out their own empires through violence and fear. The world descends into chaos, a fractured landscape where humanity struggles to survive the fallout. Amidst this turmoil emerges the core conflict of Ishura. A grand tournament is declared, a competition designed to crown a single true hero from the ranks of the Shura. This hero will not only claim ultimate power and prestige, but also wield significant political influence, shaping the future of the world. However, this tournament is far from a friendly competition. It's a brutal battle royale, where alliances shift like desert sands and the line between victory and annihilation blurs. Each Shura fights for their own reasons. Some yearn for glory, others seek vengeance, and a select few genuinely aim to restore order. Number 7, I Parry Everything.
俺には才能がなかった。
In the Kingdom of Clays, a world whispers of looming threats and political turmoil, but oblivious to the brewing chaos is Nor, a wide-eyed adventurer bursting with enthusiasm. Raised in isolation by his eccentric grandfather, Nor spent years honing a single, seemingly useless skill, the ability to parry anything. From a playful nudge to a raging sword swing, Nor can deflect it all. However, Nor dreams of becoming a full-fledged adventurer, venturing out into the world and facing exciting challenges. Little does he know, his unique talent might just make him the most overpowered rookie adventurer anyone's ever seen. The story follows Nora's journey as he makes his way through Capital City, brimming with colorful characters from seasoned adventurers to skeptical guild officials. Despite initial doubts about his unorthodox skill, Nora's unwavering determination and surprisingly strategic mind under pressure start to turn heads. As he tackles increasingly difficult challenges and gains unexpected allies, Nora uncovers hidden depths to his parrying ability. Number 6. Dungeon People. We meet Clay, a skilled but desperate thief searching for her missing father within the depths of a mysterious dungeon. Determined to explore its uncharted territories, she ventures deeper than any adventurer before her. There, she encounters the unexpected, a chatty dungeon core named Leos. Leos, it turns out, is in a bit of a bind. His business is failing. Apparently, attracting adventurers is tougher than it looks. That's where Clay comes in. Instead of plundering the dungeon, Leos makes her a surprising offer: a job. Clay becomes Leos' dungeon manager, tasked with the hilarious and often bizarre responsibility of making the dungeon more appealing to adventurers. This means interviewing potential monster recruits, strategically placing slime traps with maximum annoyance, and even designing a catchy dungeon brochure.
このダンジョンの管理をしております。クレイさん、ここで私と働きませんか?
But managing a dungeon isn't all slime and giggles. Clay soon discovers the dungeon has a dark secret, and her search for her father becomes intertwined with the fate of Leos and his monstrous residents. Number 5. The Unwanted Undead Adventurer.
勘弁してくれよ。俺は
Forget slaying dragons and saving princesses. Our protagonist, Rent Faina, is a down-on-his-luck adventurer perpetually stuck battling slimes and goblins. Rent's life takes a drastic and slightly horrifying turn when he stumbles upon a hidden path in a dungeon. There, he encounters a legendary dragon who, well, decides to make Rent a light snack. But instead of being the end of the story, this becomes a strangely fortunate twist of fate. Rent wakes up undead. He's now a walking skeleton with a persistent case of the rattles. Dejected but surprisingly resilient, Rent sets off on a new quest to achieve existential evolution and somehow become alive again. Rent struggles to adjust to his new skeletal form, freaking out villagers and accidentally charming the ladies, much to his obliviousness. He also encounters a kind, high-level mage named Addie who takes him in and helps him navigate his undead existence. As Rent explores his newfound abilities and searches for a way to regain his life, he uncovers a hidden power within himself. He also starts attracting a motley crew of companions, including a shy but determined young adventurer who idolizes him despite his skeletal appearance. Number 4. A nobody's way up to an exploration hero level. Our protagonist Sieg isn't exactly your typical hero. In fact, he's considered a complete nobody, a background character with zero talents or skills. Shunned by adventuring parties and ridiculed for his weak magic, Sieg resigned himself to a life of mediocrity. However, everything changes when a mysterious goddess named Sylphie appears before him. Offering him a chance to rewrite his fate, Sylphie transports Sieg to a fantastical world filled with unimaginable dangers and incredible opportunities. The twist? Sieg retained his pathetic stats and abilities from his old world, basically a baptism by fire. Now armed with nothing but his determination and maybe a touch of self-depreciation, Sieg embarks on a seemingly impossible quest. Number 3. Sasaki and Peeps.
Too cute!
Imagine this, you're Sasaki, a middle-aged office drone feeling burnt out by the daily grind. Craving for a change, you head to a pet shop and pick up a cute little sparrow named Peeps. Turns out, Peeps is no ordinary bird. He's a magical powerhouse from another world. Peeps, tired of his own world's drama, zaps Sasaki with amazing abilities and the power to travel between dimensions. Sasaki just wants a chill life with his feathered buddy, but these new skills attract, well, let's just say unwanted attention. Enter the government agents who deal with the supernatural. They basically rope Sasaki into using his powers to solve problems he never asked for. Their adventures bounce between Sasaki's regular job and this fantastical world Peeps is from. It's like going from spreadsheets to slaying monsters, all in a day's work. they meet a bunch of wacky characters, a determined government agent who becomes their handler, a genius ex-chef who runs a restaurant in the other world, and a mysterious big shot from Peep's World with a major grudge. Number 2, Sandland, the series. In the scorching wasteland of Sandland, water is a precious commodity controlled by a greedy king. The people suffer under his rule, constantly parched and desperate, but a glimmer of hope emerges in the form of Beelzebub, the son of the Demon King. Sheriff Raoul, a weary but determined man, makes a daring proposition. He convinces Beelzebub to find the legendary Phantom Lake. Joining them is a skilled but cunning thief named Thief. Yes, that's their actual name. This unlikely trio sets off on a perilous journey across the unforgiving desert. They face sandstorms that threaten to swallow them whole, monstrous creatures lurking in the dunes, and bandits desperate for any scrap they can find. But the biggest obstacles might be the king's own army, sent to stop them from finding the lake and disrupting his control over the water. Number 1, solo leveling. This anime follows the story of Sung Jin-woo, a guy who holds the unfortunate title of the world's weakest hunter. Jin-woo is constantly on the verge of death in a world overrun by monsters that emerge from mysterious gates called dungeons. Hunters, those brave or foolhardy enough, venture into these dungeons to slay beasts and reap rewards. Jin-woo, however, barely scrapes by, mocked and looked down upon by his fellow hunters. But everything changes for Jin-woo after a near-death experience in a high-level dungeon. He wakes up to a mysterious message, a program only he can see called the System. This system acts as a brutal, video game-like interface, granting Jin-woo quests, incredible abilities, and the power to level up in a way no other hunter can. Now, Jin-woo is on a path of incredible growth, training relentlessly and completely brutal quests assigned by the system. He hides his newfound power, secretly leveling up in the shadows and becoming an unstoppable force. Witnessing his growth, you'll be cheering him on as he dismantles high-level threats the established hunters couldn't even touch.